Welcome back to my channel, Hellbound Season 2. Episode 1 begins and we see New Truth's first chairman, Young Jinsu. He had died in the first season and is now from hell, reliving the last moments of his life in his dream. He is talking to Detective Jin Kyung in an abandoned orphanage. The chairman is telling the detective that today is the day of his own demonstration, that his prediction happened 20 years ago. The detective can't believe it and says, "What kind of sin could you have committed? At most, children might steal a pencil." Jinsu tells him, "I tried my best to be a good child, not to lie, not to steal, not to do anything wrong, so that my mother would come back. I thought there had been a mistake from God. How could he be so merciless?" But it all turned out to be true. He showed mercilessness. The world is full of sins, and people are sinning without fear. If something can stop them, it is fear. Fear, which now exists in the world because of the executioners of hell and New Truth. I did this because it was necessary. You know, since my demonstration was predicted 20 years ago, I spent every moment in fear. I never had a moment of peace, and now all the people in the world will live in the same fear. This fear will be so dreadful that people's souls will tremble. And you can either make a video of my demonstration, tell people my reality for a while, and create your own world, or you can save your daughter," the chairman says, blackmailing the detective. "You can either stand with the truth and tell the world the truth about the chairman and reveal your daughter's truth, sending her to prison, or you can save your daughter and hide my truth. Then you can enjoy the world I created with your daughter. I am leaving this world in your hands. Now the executioners of hell are coming, and if you choose to remain silent, take care of my remnants afterward." From his words, we understand that Jinsu is not normal. Being separated from his parents and living in isolation had broken him. He was mentally disturbed, living in the self-inflicted torment and fear, and now he has thrown the whole world into the same fire. The executioners of hell arrive, mercilessly beating the chairman, lifting and throwing him around, beating him to death. Suddenly the chairman wakes up, not understanding why this is happening. He was just somewhere else, now he's in bed. Then he sees a woman lying beside him whom he doesn't know. She says, "It seems you had a bad dream again. Don't worry, and come pick me up at 2 tomorrow. We'll start a new life together." She leaves. Now, Chairman Young Jinsu finds himself in a new scene. He is in a car on a road. He goes to a park remembering nothing and understanding nothing about what is happening. He now sees himself sitting on a bench, a young, sad, and disappointed Jinsu waiting for his mother. Suddenly, a woman comes and scolds him, saying, "Why did you come outside? Go back in before Jinsu finds out." He says, "I am Jinsu now, and you are my mom." Jinsu is happy to see his mother. His mom tells him, "What nonsense are you talking about?" He says, "You are my mom, hurry up and go before Jinsu sees you here." Jinsu doesn't understand what is happening. His mother runs away, and Jinsu looks at himself in the mirror, seeing himself differently, maybe looking like his father. Suddenly, the executioners of hell come, grabbing and throwing him back into the room where he had first woken up. Now, he is more scared than ever. Clearly, after death, he was in a part of hell where he was receiving this punishment. His mother comes and says, "What happened now?" He says, "Why did you do this to me? You said you would come back, but you didn't. Was it because of that man?" His mother says to him, "You're talking nonsense." Jinsu says, "You left me alone." "Shut up!" Jinsu grabs his mother and demands an answer, but his mother sees him as his father. In this hellish scene, Jinsu was in his father's place, and his mother was experiencing the same scene from her time, where Jinsu's father would beat her, and it was the same scene, but Jinsu was trapped here. His mother says, "Hit me, and kill the child too." Just then, Jinsu as a child comes into the room, and his mother says, "Leave! Why did you come here?" The executioners of hell enter the room again and start beating him. The scene changes, and he finds himself tied to the plank of a cremation furnace. Executioners resembling Bei and Jung throw him into the furnace where he screams in pain like those who opposed his terrifying world and were burned alive. As he burns, he returns to the real world and starts walking in a desolate place. Suddenly, a person sees him, recognizes him, and bows down saying, "Our leader has returned." The scene shifts to an Arrowhead gathering where Arrowhead members have brought a sinner whose death prediction has been announced, and his demonstration is scheduled in 20 minutes. Ms. Sungshang, a member of Arrowhead, comes onto the stage while live streaming. She declares that this sinner has committed many sins. "Confess, what did you do?" she asks. He says, "I bullied new kids at school." Ms. Sungshang states, "That is a serious crime. The lives of those children were ruined. Did you ever feel remorse or shame?" He responds, "I never thought about it." Sungshang says, "That's why you're such a scoundrel. That's why God decided to punish and send you to hell." Friends, do you know God sent a notice to an innocent little girl to punish her own parents for their sins? Bai and Jung tried to defame God, doubted his decision, then faced the fire of the executioners and went to hell. We honor their sacrifice, and today we will give this sinner a chance. I will sacrifice myself to the executioners, and who will join me? The New Truth followers are liars. They worked against God, mocked him with their rules, and that's why we will not spare them now. We can see how Arrowhead exploited the demonstration of the innocent girl to weaken New Truth and strengthen Arrowhead. We had thought people would oppose the executioners and this new religion, considering it a lie, and demanding an investigation to understand who these executioners are, where they come from, and to stop the loss of human life. But Arrowhead ensnared people once again with their lies, becoming even more powerful. In the meantime, the executioners of hell arrive, and Bai and his wife attempt to save the sinner by creating obstacles and not allowing the demonstration to occur in time. They then jump onto the sinner, joined by others, but the executioners kill them all, even though they weren't meant for a demonstration. This sacrifice makes Arrowhead even stronger, as they surpass New Truth and hijack the sacrifice of Bai and his wife, gathering people back to the faith of the executioners rather than leading them to the straight path that Jin-Soo had propagated. The new chairman of New Truth, Kim Ji, is attacked by Arrowhead, but manages to escape and return to the headquarters. There, he learns that President Secretary A.G. Kyung has come to meet him. Being a politician, she speaks strategically and tells him that the girl's demonstration caused great harm to New Truth, while Arrowhead took advantage and strengthened itself. Legally, we can't control them either. If we arrest them and put them on trial, and if they dislike the judgment, they will leak the judge's personal information and intimidate them. Slowly, these wretches will take over the entire country. But there are still some cunning people with principles left, like New Truth, in whom we have hope. Now, we need to restore New Truth's reputation so that people listen to and believe them. For this, we need a character, a symbol, and a new story. This way, we'll block Arrowhead's path. Think of something. The secretary shows him the video of Park Jung-ja, where she comes back to life. New Truth had hidden it. But what can be hidden from the government? He takes him to meet Park Jung-ja, who has been locked in a room filled with books. Kim explains that she came back to life 4 years ago, but didn't talk or remember anything. About a year ago, she started saying a few words, muttering and calling out her children's names. If we bring her children before her, maybe she'll tell us something. But Soto has hidden them. The secretary says, "We need to make Park our character, and the government wants to establish an ideology through which we can control people. The opposition is strong, and the president is worried. Park must become an icon that rises above both Arrowhead and New Truth. We need a new philosophy, a new set of rules, and together we will gather people toward her. This way, we will control people's opinions and actions. In 6 months, organize a large revival meeting with Park Jung-ja," she suggests. Kim counters, "If she has come back to life, then tomorrow someone else might come back and tell a different story. What will we do then?" The secretary responds, "Let them. Not everyone is worthy of becoming a symbol. Only 2 people are Park Jung-ja and the child who survived the demonstration. We'll find that child." Kim says, "You've forgotten about Chairman Young Jin-soo. He isn't hiding, he was demonstrated upon, and the detective knows it. He told the detective, 'I leave this world to you,' and since then, he's stayed silent, doing nothing. If Jin-soo comes back to life, Arrowhead will be finished, and we won't need to do anything. All our ideologies will be pointless. Everyone will only listen to Jinsu. Now we see the detective and his daughter. Before heading to work, he tells his daughter to go to sleep. She suddenly screams as she suffers from a medical issue. The detective gives her medicine and reassures her. His daughter lies back down and picks up her phone, where news about Arrowhead's chairman is displayed. So, in the first episode, you saw the story. Take a new twist. A faith started by Jinsu has now led to 2 cults, and now the government is about to create a new one for its benefit. But who are the executioners? Where do they come from? No one knows, nor has anyone tried to investigate or understand them. If you enjoyed the video, please like and share it, and subscribe to the channel. The next episodes will be uploaded here soon. Goodbye.